Hey guys! So first and foremost, before I even get into this is probably the last time you're going to see this ridiculous mop that's on my head, because after I am done with my assignment today, I'm getting all my hair chopped off. Initially, I was going to either try to donate it or sell it or do something with it, just because there's a lot of it and it's pretty long at this point. However, I think it's just so dry and split and damaged on the bottom, I don't think anyone would want it. The new plan of attack is to just get it cut off, probably somewhere, I don't know, maybe somewhere in this area, like shoulder length-ish, and just start from scratch. It's too much to manage right now. Just like I said in the last video, the last time I got it cut, it's very thick, it's very curly and unruly and frizzy, and it's just, it gets to be extremely heavy and it gives me migraines and it's just too much. So this will be the last time you'll probably see me with long hair. So now that we literally have that up and out of the way, today is a very important day. Today is the swearing in of our new President-elect Donald Trump. Whether you like him, hate him, I'm indifferent either way. There is a lot going on in this country today, and my assignment for the day is actually to go cover one of the local protests that will be going on at noon today when the inauguration starts. I've watched the news, you know, being in the news industry, I've seen what started happening last night in Washington and throughout the country, and I'm still, you know, kind of watching it now as I get ready, and I don't care. I mean, I very much try not to get political or, you know, to shove specific views in anyone's face, and I promise that's not what this is about to be. At the end of the day, whether you're a Republican, whether you're a Democrat, whether you're black, white, gay, straight, man, woman, whatever, at the end of the day, we are all still human beings, and quite frankly, there's no reason to treat a fellow human being the way that, you know, some of these people are treating other people. You know, whether you're a protester or a police officer, you know, you're a Republican versus a Democrat. In the end, you're still a human being, and you don't have to agree with everyone, but you should still show them respect and compassion just because they're exactly like you. When everything else is pushed to the side, they're still made of skin and flesh and blood. And I don't understand. I watched a video last night right before I went to bed that TMZ posted of, you know, protesters in Washington down with the police, and people started spraying mace and people started getting pulled down to the ground, and it's like, at the end of the day, you know, you're there to protest, to talk about something that your personal beliefs are, but those police officers are just there doing their job. It's really kind of disheartening and depressing to see that you're just there each doing your own job. There's no reason to attack each other over it. And I just hope that when all of this is over today, that, you know, there's not a whole bunch of dead bodies laying on the ground, because that would be the biggest shame, I think, out of everything. We're killing each other and fighting with each other and doing all of these things to each other, and we're not looking at the bigger picture here. You know, if you're going to go to a protest today, or you're going to, you know, do something in terms of this inauguration, I just please be safe. You know, while you have every right to voice your opinions and everything, there's no reason to become physically abusive towards one another. And just remember that, you know, just like how you have a family, that police officer or that other person, that Republican or Democrat or whatever it is, you know, they have families. They're a human being. They live and breathe and walk and go to work and pay bills just like you do, and there's no reason to kill and hurt others over something like this, and it's certainly not going to help make the country better. Now back into the happy stuff. So I am going to this protest today, and I'm just going to do a, you know, quick get ready with me. It is 10 o'clock and I have to leave here within an hour to get to my destination. So let's get this going. I do have a moisturizer and under eye cream on my face, and I did already prime my face with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Primer in Mood Light, as well as the Benefit Professional in my T-zone area. So today I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC. I am in the shade Light. I love this because it has a pump, and I'm literally just going to put one pump on my beauty blender and then dot it around my face, and I'll probably go in for a second pump later on. And it just immediately makes your skin look nice. It won't totally cover up everything, like obviously I have acne stuff going on, but it does a pretty good job. And it's light and it'll stay in place, so I can't really argue with it. For concealer today, I am going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape. For this, I am in the color Light Medium. And when I take it out, because there is so much and the wand is so big, I do like to kind of scrape the residue off on the side and then just go in right under my eyes. And bring it down. And that will help brighten that whole area. Whatever residue is left, I just put it over onto my eyes. And then a little bit right down my nose, on my forehead, and my chin. Next, I'm going to go in with my highlighter. Since I am dry, I tend to use a liquid highlighter a lot. I use the MAC Strobe Cream. I just talked about this in my Best of Beauty. I love, love, love this stuff. I just squeeze a little tiny amount on a sponge and dot it in the areas that I want it. See? It just gives off a beautiful glow without being like too much. And just a little bit down the bridge of the nose and on the Cupid's bow. Alright, moving right along. For bronzing, especially bronzing or contouring on the go, I use this little travel sample of the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Sheer Sun Serum Bronzer that I got. And this guy, you just shake, shake, shake. And then he comes out kind of like a dropper. And again, I just put it on the tip of my sponge and then dot it where I want to put it. And then again, if I feel like I need more, I would rather put out a little bit of it at a time and gradually build it up than put out too much and then have to try and cover some of it up. So now that we have that done, I'm going to set most of my face, and for this I'm going to use the Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten Color Correcting Foundation in the shade Medium. So it looks like this. I know I used this in my last one. I am really, really liking this so far. And I just kind of tap it all over my face. And I'm using my e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush, which I am also very much liking. And I am going to put this over my eyes, but just because I do have hooded eyes, so I crease very easily, I just tap it out one more time with a beauty blender. And then do that. With the Tarte Shape Tape, you don't generally have to set under your eyes because it does kind of set itself. And it does last a long time, which is why I do tend to use it for things like this where I know I'm not really going to be able to touch up at all. I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And I'm going to use this to kind of bronze up the contours of my face. And this is the Laura Geller brush that I got in the gift set. And I must say, I really like it a lot. It just kind of, I don't know, it just like fits into the contours of your face like perfectly. And I really like it a lot. And we're basically just setting everywhere I bronzed before with that. Moving along to blush, I'm going to use this Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropic Hues. And this I found is very, very, very similar to the NARS Orgasm Blush. Like very similar. The only difference with this one is that this one tends to have a little bit more of a gold reflect, I feel, than the NARS Orgasm. If you can see that. But they are very similar. I don't know how much of a difference in price it is since I did get this in the gift set, but I do really like this. Finally, for the face, I am just going to go in with my Ofra banana powder and just set a little bit of the areas that I would like highlighted on my face. So for me, that's typically my chin, right around my nose and my upper lip, a little bit down the bridge of my nose, and just a little bit under my eyes in case there is still any darkness coming through, which for me there usually is. I think we're going to do eyes last just because I really have no idea what it is I want to do. So I'm going to move on to brows. I'm going to be using my NYX Micro Brow Pencil. And I'm going to be using my Ulta Brow Tint. For lashes, I'm going to go in with my Ulta Legendary Lengths. And we're going to let that dry and set before I go into the other one. And now it is time to start working on the eyes. First, I'm going to go into my Morphe Single Shadows. And I think I'm going to start with this guy, which is called Deep Skin. And he's just a kind of a neutrally matte brown. And just put him in the crease and blend up. I think I'm going to go into the color right next to it, which is Toasted Hazelnut. And on a flatter brush, I'm going to put that in my crease, as well as bring it into my outer V. To kind of make everything blend together, I'm going to go in with this Physicians Formula Light Peachy shade. Any light peachy shade would work. And put that on top to kind of blend that first color in with the brow. And maybe just go in with a lighter one as your brow bone accent on top of that. Now for the lid, we're going to do something a little different. I'm taking my Lorac Pro palette. And I am going to mix these bottom two colors, which is Nude and Champagne. As you can see, this palette is deeply loved. I'm going to wet my brush a little bit, and this is going to go all over my lid. For my bottom lash line, I'm going to start with Taupe.
I hate doing this. I always hurt my eyes.
Then I'm going to do a little bit of this Sable right on the outer part, not bringing it in very far at all. And I'm going to go back into that taupey shade and whatever's left of the Sable and just go back over my outer V on the lid. Now I'm going to go in with my Benefit Roller Lash, and this is going to go on my top lashes and my bottom lashes. For eyeliner, my Smashbox. And for lips, I want to try something new. So I got these from the influencer program. They are from Marc Jacobs, and it is his Pout Liner lip liner and his new Limark liquid lip cream. This one is in the shade Nudist, and this one is in the shade Hot Cocoa. I did not do like an individual influencer video on these, but I have had it for about a month now, and I have really been liking it. I just haven't talked about it on this channel yet. But in my everyday, like day-to-day life, I have been liking these a lot. This is not like a typical matte lipstick. It's very hydrating, and it's not, and I repeat, it is not matte. It is not kiss proof. This is like the high-end version of the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip. So it's not kiss proof, it will eventually wear away, but it doesn't leave your lips very dry because it is so hydrating and it's still really pigmented, and it's still a really long lasting formula that I feel. So I have been liking this. The liner I'm not totally sure about, I'm not totally sold on the liner. I do like these, however these are pretty up there in price. They are Marc Jacobs, they're like $28 or something. So would I probably go and buy one on my own, especially since I feel that the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip is the same thing? Probably not, but if you have it and you're a big fan of Marc Jacobs or this particular formula, it is nice. So I'm just going to take the liner and just line my lips, and then take the liquid lipstick. And the applicator on it is just like a normal doe foot applicator. But it is like a pretty like brown nudie color. I do really like the color. Like it really does remind me of Hot Cocoa. Alright, so that's done. I think the last thing that I am going to do is just contour this area of my face, since I do tend to have a double chin. I am a little on the chunky side, guys. For those of you who are like me and on the heavier side, I'm going to give you a tip on how to do this. If you are trying to get rid of a double chin, or you have a very round face and you're trying to elongate your face, the way you want to contour is on this side, under, and then bring it up a little bit right there. And then on this side, the same thing, right here, alright, to chisel out the jawline and bring it up a little bit right there. And you want to highlight, you do not want to contour under your chin, because that is still going to give you that really rounded look then. You want to highlight your chin so it brings attention and then makes it look slimmer. So this pops, this looks longer, and all of this recedes. So it's kind of giving you like that instant facelift, if you will. So bring it down on the sides, but do not contour right under your chin. You want to highlight under your chin to make your chin pop and make the rest of this recede. And that is what is going to give you that more oval shaped face look, or get rid of a double chin, or whatever else it is that you have. But if you contour under your chin, it is going to keep you with that round face that you're trying to get rid of. Just a tip that I've learned over the years of trying to make my face look not like my face. That is it, I think, because I'm pretty much out of time. I'm going to set my face and I'm going to finish getting ready, and if I have time, I'll let you guys see the completed after. If not, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you would like me to do next in the comments down below. As always, any questions or anything like that, you guys know where to leave them. And if you like what I bring to YouTube every week, you can always just like this channel and hit that subscribe button. You can find me on all kinds of social media at Marcy_K with 2 Y's, just like it is here. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Mwah! Bye!